What is up? This is day 69 of retaining my energy, my power. This is 69 days of just retaining energy straight up. Alright, so today I discovered this song and I've literally listened to it, no exaggeration. I've listened to this song about at least 30 times today. You wanna hear it? Yeah, bro, but that song go hard for sure. That song goes hard, bro. Just another day of grinding, going through it, okay? High energy, okay? There was times I wanted to avoid the work, but I can't avoid it. Gotta go through it, right? Gotta go through it to grow through it, all right? We achieved all of our goals. We hit all of our numbers, all right? We working through our problems. Today is a wonderful day. Let me just express that. Today is a beautiful, wonderful, amazing day. And that's no cap. I'm not just saying that. I'm very, very grateful to live today. And I'm very, very grateful to be here today. And today is amazing. Today is filled with opportunities. It was filled with opportunities, still is filled with opportunities. Business is growing, students are growing, students are learning, students are closing deals, I'm closing deals, everybody's closing deals. If you get around me, you're gonna close deals, okay? If you get around me, you're gonna grow. Get around me, you're gonna grow. You're gonna elevate, you're gonna level up. It's a part of it. It's a part of hanging with me, okay? If you don't, you probably just can't hang with me then. Can't hang. If you can't hang, you can't hang. It's all good though. It's all good. It's still gonna motivate you, still gonna encourage you, right? We are on day 69. All right. And look, bro, to anybody else who is on their journey of semen retention, let me just say something like semen retention was like one of the last monsters I had to face, or it's like one of the last I'm facing, right? Before that, okay, I had to stop the weed, stop the alcohol. I had to stop hanging out with people. I had to stop going out. Okay? I had to stop hanging out with old friends. I had to delete my social media completely, permanently. Okay? I had to detox from worldly things. I had to take care of all of that first. I had to learn how to be consistent. I had to learn how to show up every day. I had to learn about hard work. Okay? I had to learn about keeping your word. Having integrity, at least with small things, start having integrity. I'm just saying, like, semen retention is not going to solve all of your problems, but it's definitely worth it. And it's definitely an enhancer of life for sure. But, one thing at a time, right? Like, if you are stuck in bed all day, play video games, eat unhealthy, don't go anywhere, semen retention can't do much for you. You need to start getting out of the house first. Working really hard, developing discipline and integrity and consistency. Okay. I just wanted to say that to motivate somebody. I just wanted to say that to motivate somebody. Never give up. No matter where you're at, no matter how hopeless it seems, no matter how pointless life may seem, do not give up. Because I used to be in a place of hopelessness and despair. And like nothing mattered. I used to think that nothing mattered, right? If you get deep into thought, you will at some point come to the conclusion that nothing matters, right? And this is an eternal truth of life. It's a paradox. Absolutely everything is random at all times, and everything is pointless, and there's no meaning to anything, right? And anything can happen for any reason at all, and there's no meaning to anything. And everything's just random chaos. Okay? On the paradox flip side of that, right? So that's a truth, but then there's also a paradox truth that is, it's also an eternal truth, that every single thing has meaning. Every single word that comes out of your mouth, every thought that comes out of your head, every thought that goes into your head, every action, every encounter, every breath you take, every movement, every butterfly, the butterfly effect, all that, everything matters more than you can possibly comprehend, and everything has meaning more than you could ever comprehend. Everything has such a deeper meaning and a deeper purpose that if you even try to wrap your head around a quarter of it, you would literally explode. You would die. Like, that's how much meaning everything has, right? So nothing matters and nothing has meaning and everything is random. But at the same time, everything has purpose. Everything has meaning. Nothing is random. Everything has a purpose and a plan. Okay? So those are two eternal paradoxical truths. You choose which side you want to live on, order or chaos. Okay? It's very easy for when your logical disparity brain wants to kick in and say, oh, nothing matters. What's the point of even trying? That's a real thing. I used to have that. What's the point of even trying? Like I was saying in one of my other videos when I was trying to quit cigarettes. I wanted to throw the pack of cigarettes out, but in my mind I was like, what's the point of that if I know I'm going to smoke again? Okay? And even though I knew I was going to smoke again, I threw the pack of cigarettes out. And if you stick through it long enough and you keep fighting, in hindsight, you get to look at it and be like, dang, all of that had meaning. All of that had a purpose, meaning and purpose. Everything had a reason. Everything had a time and a place. Right? That's the beauty of just fighting towards purpose, fighting towards meaning and good in life and truth. Okay? So if you're in a spot of you're addicted to porn, you're addicted to drugs, you don't like your life right now, you hang out with friends that you know you shouldn't hang out with, you don't like who you are, it's okay. It is okay. You just have to keep fighting. You have to keep fighting. You have to keep fighting. What does that mean? Throw the pack of cigarettes out the window. Throw the beer away. Tell the girl that you can't hang out. Tell the friends you can't come tonight. Even though you know you're going to do it in the future. Just tell them no. Not tonight. Not today. Just give 1 point towards your future self that has purpose and meaning. That lives for a deeper purpose, a deeper meaning. I'm telling you, those are two paradoxical truths that are eternal, right? And they're objective. And you get to choose which one you want to live on. You get to choose which side you want to live on. This universe is very complex. So complex that if you tried to wrap your head around it, you would explode. You would physically explode. Right? Humans are very complex creatures. There are spectrums and there's paradoxes. Spectrums and paradoxes. Right? So it's two paradoxes, but then there's also, on some other realm of reality, there's a spectrum in between the two. And if you're over here, you have to keep fighting and fighting and fighting and fighting and fighting and fighting and fighting until you finally could breathe on this side. You could finally get to the other side of the paradox where everything is truth and life and it matters and it has purpose. And you just keep going in that direction to where you're living full of life, full of purpose, full of truth, full of integrity. You're stuck on this side of the paradox. You have to walk, fight, push attack, fight, until you could finally get to this side of the paradox, this side of life. Because I'm gonna tell you right now, people on this side of the paradox, I'm telling you, like, these, once you are on either side, you can like literally just can't understand people on either the other side. If you're on this side, and because I understand because I was on this side, now I'm on this side. Everything has truth, everything has meaning, everything matters, everything is good, everything is love, you know? I understand the realities of life, that anything could happen. I understand the realities of the two paradoxes, but I choose to be on this side, choose to live on this side. When you're on this side, though, of like hopelessness, despair, anger, fear, shame, guilt, nothing matters, what's the point of anything, why even bother, why even try? You look at people who are on this side like they're psychos, like something's wrong with them. You genuinely do. You're like, why can I not be like that? How do you get like that, right? You're over here looking at somebody on this side, and you're like, how do I get like that? Like, how is that even possible? Why do they think like that? Why are they so positive? I don't understand. They must be faking it, okay? And people over here are looking at people over here like, dude, I don't know what the fuck is wrong with you. Stay away from that guy. Genuinely, people who are on this side want nothing to do with people on that side because it brings them down. Straight up. But me being on this side, but I come from this side. I come from that hopelessness, despair, what's the point of anything side. And I could never look at somebody like, what's wrong with them? I mean, sometimes those thoughts creep in, like, what's wrong with that dude? Like, just get it together. You know, just get your stuff together. But I have to understand, like, I know what it's like to be on that side. I know what it's like to think like that, to be in hopelessness. I know what it's like to, like, you look at somebody like, how do you wake up at 3 a.m? How do you do push-ups every day? Like, how is that even possible? I remember what that feels like. Okay? Now I'm just on this side, and I'm just like, that's just what I do. I don't know. It's just what I'm just, and that is the truth. It's like, I'm just on a higher vibration now. But I had to fight to get here. And so I'm just saying, if you're on this side of the paradox, you're on that side of life, and, you know, you're more of a pessimist, or, you know, you just don't like your life right now. It's kind of always in a down mood. You always feel sorry for yourself. It's possible to get to this other side of life. You just have to keep fighting. How do you fight? Watch my video on, what was the video called? Fighting demons or something. Or fighting your inner coward, your inner hero versus your inner coward. Watch that video. Those are practical steps of how to change your life, how to get from this side of hopelessness to this side of, like, everything has meaning, everything is good, right? Everything is awesome all the time. And it's genuine over here. I'm not faking it when I say that today's a blessing and today's awesome. I'm not faking that at all. I genuinely believe that in my heart. Like, I know that. But you have to do habits. Okay? That's how you practically get from this side to this side. Habits, small habits. Start small. And remind yourself not to beat yourself up when you fail those habits sometimes. Small habits. You start off with 10 push-ups a day for 30 days. Now, mind you, your mind is going to want to stay on this side because on this side, it's unknown. Your brain fears the unknown, okay? Go from this side to this side, your brain's going to be fighting for you to stay over here. 10 push-ups a day, you're going to be like, why would we do 10 push-ups a day? That's stupid. We might as well do 30 or 50 push-ups a day, right? You try to do 30, and then you, like, lose the sight of, like, what's the point of it. And you're like, all right, let's just do 30, 50 push-ups a day. Then you start doing 30, 50 push-ups a day, and then it gets hard one day, and you get lazy, you have a bad day, and you just don't do it. And then you beat yourself up because you didn't do it. And then you're just like, oh, might as well just not do it anymore. No. That's why it's 10 push-ups a day. Start off with 10. It's so easy to where you can't do it. And then you do that for 30 days and then 60 days. Now you have built the virtue of consistency. It was never about the push-ups. It was about building the virtue of consistency. Now you could use the virtue of consistency to build other good habits, such as reading or praying or whatever you want to do. But start off with something so small that it's impossible for you to not do it on your worst day. Okay? 10 push-ups a day for like 30 days, 60 days. Okay? After you do that, and you prove to yourself that you could do something, doesn't matter what it is, you could do something every day, positive, then you could up it to 20, 30 push-ups. Not too much. 30, 40, 50 push-ups. Not too much though. Okay? And you add more habits, and that you start like that, and eventually you end up on this side. It's a long journey, but eventually you end up on this side. All right, I don't want this video to get too long. I really don't even, well, I got into that because I was thinking about somebody who, I got into that because I was thinking about a subscriber who reached out to me. And, but yeah, kind of a rant there. But I hope you guys got some value out of this. I hope you like actually watched this and listened to what I was saying, and like try to apply some of the things that I say into your own life. If you have any questions about anything I say or whatever, questions about anything, just leave a comment. If you got any value out the video, just like the video, subscribe. You know, I'm making daily videos about wholesaling, real estate, self-improvement, and just life in general. All right, see y'all in the next one.